If you want one of the best tips I've got for making you more consistent with your fitness and your dieting, stick around. What I've often found is that too many people try to do too many things. They try to completely fix their diet, completely change their exercise regime, completely change how they're sleeping, and I'm going to only eat healthy foods, I'm going to eat no processed foods, I'm going to train 4 times a week, and I'm going to go to bed at 10 o'clock, and I'm going to get 8 hours sleep. It's all too much. The best thing you can do is to stop worrying about the little things and just focus on one big, easy chunk to fix. It doesn't have to be grand, it doesn't have to be completely revolutionary, but for example, if you decide that you're going to get an average of 10,000 steps every day for a week, that doesn't mean you have to hit it every day. If you get 12,500 the first day, 12,500 the second day, technically speaking, you only have to get 5,000 the next day and you've still hit your target. The other great thing about this is it's a relatively broad, large goal, which means that if you enjoy it and you decide you want to change to something else, very, very easy to switch and go straight into something else. For example, you might find that you really like being outside and decide, I want to start running. If we flip that on its head and, for example, start worrying about things like wanting to run a marathon, which is a very, very, very narrow point on a relatively broad spectrum, you might start doing that and realize that you hate running and then realize that you've wasted loads of time trying to do something that you don't enjoy. Focus on the big thing, focus on the easy to achieve bigger thing, and only start to narrow down once you work out what you actually enjoy, and then it will make it much, much easier in the long run to stay consistent.